You're watching your local news leader. This is The Morning Show on WCIA 3.
A family is looking for answers after a woman was found dead in Springfield. This happened Saturday near 4th and Rafter Streets there. 26-year-old Stephanie Brown was found dead. Police are investigating it as a homicide. We are waiting on an autopsy from the Sangamon County coroner to determine her exact cause of death.
We now know the name of the man who died in a shootout with Illinois State Police Saturday afternoon. 53-year-old Billy Walker from Missouri was killed. He was already wanted on felony counts when police say he attempted an armed carjacking at a Sam's Club parking lot in Glen Carbon. State trooper is expected to be okay.
And new this morning, 5 people were taken to the hospital after a car crash in Decatur yesterday afternoon. Our partners at the Herald and Review say that 3 cars were involved at the intersection of East Center and North Morgan. Police say one of the drivers was cited for failure to yield at an intersection. No word on the condition of anyone taken to the hospital yet.
Police say a Decatur man jumped out of a moving car as they were chasing him. Our media partners at the Herald and Review report an officer tried to pull the van over in the 600 block of East Clay Street, and then the driver drove away. After the man leaped out, the car went a short distance before hitting a tree. Police contacted the van's owner, who is out of town, and she said there were a few people who had access to the van, so she wasn't sure who had taken it or if it was stolen.
And new this morning, a Neoga mail carrier has been credited with saving a man's life last week. Our media partners at the Effingham Daily News report Jason Himes was dropping off a package when he saw Brian Prawl on the ground with blood all around him. Now, Prawl had been working under his truck when it rolled backward onto him. Now, he called 911 and stayed with Prawl until help arrived. He was then taken to the hospital for internal bleeding and other severe injuries. His daughter said he had to get his spleen removed and have other surgery on his left arm.
The Springfield area is showing support for the Islamic community. The Greater Springfield Interfaith Association and the Islamic Society of Greater Springfield had a peace vigil. This comes after a gunman opened fire in mosques in New Zealand last week. At least 50 people are dead and another 50 are hurt. People here say unity is important in times like these.
I think it's important for a community to find a way to show their support. It's essential for us as well to see that there is so much support from the community.
They're hoping this will bring more hope and peace to those who are dealing with the attack.
And we are your local election headquarters at WCIA. Several polling places in Champaign County have been temporarily changed. In Mahomet, Lake of the Woods Pavilion is now at Elks Pavilion. Mahomet Nazarene Church is at Glenwood Senior Assisted Living. And in the Champaign-Urbana area, the Urbana Civic Center is moved to the Urbana Free Library. And Mount Olive Missionary Baptist Church is moved to Leak & Sons Funeral Home. The election is about 2 weeks away.
Some parents want the decision to leave their kids home by themselves to be a family matter. State lawmakers are talking about lowering the age a kid can be legally left alone at home. Right now, a 14-year-old can be by themselves in the house for a reasonable amount of time. Some legislators say children as young as 12 years old should be able to. A mother we spoke with says it's the timing that really matters.
I think that it depends on the situation. There are certainly times where, if we're leaving for a few hours or an hour or running to the store, yes, definitely. But again, every situation is different. Every child is different.
Illinois has the highest age requirement of any state. The National Safe Kids campaign recommends that kids don't be left home alone until they are at least 12.
The Illinois House passed a wage equity bill that would block employers from asking how much you made at your last job during interviews. Supporters say this change will help close the gap between how much men and women make on the job.
We still have a pay equity gap here in Illinois where women on average make 28% less than their male counterparts. And for women of color, the disparities are even greater. So we are trying to get at the systemic problems and conditions that create this gender wage gap.
Governor Rauner vetoed that same bill when it reached his desk. During his campaign, Governor Pritzker said he would sign it.
State legislators want to hear how they can make your city better. They're traveling the state to talk with community leaders to figure out what to plan for and how to put it to action. This afternoon, 2 state senators will head to Decatur to hear about construction needs there. This is all following Governor Pritzker's plan to rebuild roads, bridges, colleges, and more across the state. Senator Andy Manar, who is the chairman of the Senate Appropriations Committee, and Senator Martin Sandoval is the head of the Transportation Committee. They will both be holding the construction hearing today. They'll meet with leaders of the city and community organizers and transportation experts.